Welcome back to Bitcoin Without Noise. We've established that the asset isn't the problem. Our behavior is. We've seen how patience can outperform reaction. But a question remains. If we know all this, why do we keep making the same mistakes? Why do even the smartest people fall into the same traps, cycle after cycle? It's because the most dangerous traps are not in the market. They are inside our own minds. They are invisible. They are powerful, and they operate without our permission. This brings us to a fundamental challenge, the illusion of understanding. Bitcoin's basic concept seems simple enough. You read a few articles, watch a few videos, and perhaps even experience a small early win. Suddenly, a feeling of confidence takes root. This isn't true understanding. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect in action. Our brains reward us with a hit of dopamine for grasping a new concept, and we mistake this feeling for mastery. Partial knowledge becomes a source of dangerous overconfidence. You think you see the whole picture, but you're only looking at a single puzzle piece. This illusion makes you believe you can outsmart the market, that you've found a secret others have missed. But in reality, you've only learned enough to make a costly mistake. You've built your house on a foundation of sand, convinced it's solid rock. Then comes the inevitable volatility. When a loss occurs, it doesn't just affect your portfolio, it sears itself into your emotional memory. Our brains are hardwired for survival, and part of that is an intense aversion to pain. Psychologists call this loss aversion. The pain of losing $1,000 feels far more potent than the joy of gaining $1,000. This emotional scar becomes a ghost that haunts your future decisions. The memory of that sharp, painful drop makes you fearful. You start seeing risk everywhere, even where there is opportunity. So, the next time the market begins to show strength, you don't feel excitement, you feel dread. You remember the pain, not the principle. This fear-driven memory is why so many people exit too early. They aren't making a rational calculation. They are simply running away from a ghost, trying to avoid a pain they've felt before. They sell their future potential to quiet a past echo. Compounding this internal battle is the constant noise from the outside world. We are social creatures, wired for conformity. Our ancestors survived by sticking with the tribe. Moving with the herd felt safe. Today, that instinct plays out on social media feeds and in news headlines. Even if you understand the importance of a long-term strategy, seeing thousands of people celebrating quick profits creates an intense psychological pressure. This is social proof. Your logical brain says, wait, but your ancient tribal brain screams, don't get left behind. You see others posting about their wins, and the quiet, disciplined path you're on suddenly feels wrong. It feels like you're losing by not participating. FOMO. Fear of missing out is not just greed. It is a deep-seated fear of social and economic exclusion. This constant comparison pushes you to abandon your own well-reasoned plan and join the frantic, emotional crowd, often right at the peak of hysteria. In the face of all this uncertainty and social pressure, we crave one thing: a sense of control. When the market is volatile and unpredictable, sitting still and doing nothing feels like surrender. It feels passive, like you're letting events happen to you. So we act. We check prices constantly. We tweak our strategy. We make small trades. Each action, no matter how insignificant, provides a temporary illusion of agency. It's a coping mechanism. We're not actually improving our situation. We're just scratching a psychological itch. This action bias convinces us that being busy is the same as being effective. We mistake motion for progress. But with Bitcoin, often the most powerful action is inaction. The discipline to wait, to let your strategy play out, is a form of control in itself. But it doesn't feel that way. It feels like a failure to act, and our brains are wired to solve problems by doing something, not by waiting. So how do we escape this cycle? How do we break free from these ingrained patterns that lead us back to the same mistakes? The process begins not with discipline, but with awareness. You cannot fight an enemy you cannot see. The first step is to simply observe your own mind.